Hello, YouTube. Okay, so happy 4th of July for one. So, yeah, it's 4th of July. If you're watching this on that day, then yeah, happy 4th of July. But, as you might read from the title, we are going to be looking at another episode of Tron Uprising. Now, this one is episode 14, and it is called Tagged. I again have my notes, so yeah. Let's talk about this episode. So it starts off with some programs who, or at least one program right now, who are just graffitiing a wall. But apparently, vandalism is still the worst crime to ever be committed on the grid, so yeah, guards start chasing them. And eventually they get away, and we find out that there are apparently 2 more people helping out in this terrible graffitiing event. So, yeah, there are 3 of them. They have masks on. I wonder who they could be. Probably 2 people that we don't know, and 1 that we do. There's a clear sign that I've already seen this episode. And pretty much, this gets the attention of Tron and Beck. And apparently Tron makes a joke. Or at least Beck thinks that he does. What he says isn't overly funny, but I guess that Beck found it hilarious. So, yeah, now they gotta discuss what to do about these guys. Beck says, hey, let's bring them in, because, well, we need recruits for this revolution, and right now we clearly have 3 willing participants. And Tron says, well, I don't know, I think that we should wait on this. And of course, Tron just sort of leaves back to his own devices by just leaving the room. That's a smart decision. I don't see that one going wrong at all. And then Paige walks onto the scene to walk into a train, because I guess they really needed to bring this official of Tesla's army, and it turns out that they were just trying to open up a bomb that's in a box. So why did Paige need to come down here? I don't know. She just wanted to, I guess. She's not really necessary for this operation. I don't even know if she knows how to defuse a bomb. But yeah, they brought her along for some reason, even though there were already trained officials working on opening up this bomb and trying to deal with it safely. But no, Paige comes in, drags them out of the way, and then just hastily opens up the box. Why did they bring her? Okay, so yeah, the bomb goes off and paint splatters everywhere, or free code, whatever, that's what they call it in this episode, I don't know. To me, it's just graffiti and paint. But, yeah, free code goes everywhere, and it annoys Paige a lot, for some reason. Don't really know why it annoys her so much, but it does. I guess she didn't want any paint getting on her new clothes, and it did, and that just annoyed her, I guess, I don't know. And then we see the 3 responsible just running away from the crime. But it turns out that they aren't that good at that, seeing as they were talking while trying to subtly get away. Kind of made a mistake there. And non-surprisingly, they're caught. But luckily for them, they were just caught by the renegade, who wants to get some trust out of them and ask them to take off their masks. And also to tell him their names. We find out that one of them is named Moog. Whoever named their kid that, I don't know. Another one is named Rasket.
It's pronounced Rasket.
Whatever. And the third one is Mara. And this surprises Beck for like 5 seconds. I mean, yeah, okay, he already knew that she was a part of this cause from the beginning, but wouldn't you be a bit more surprised if one of your best friends was going around graffitiing and could get arrested for this just because of you running around in costume? I mean, really, he should be a bit more surprised about this, but for some odd reason he's just like, okay. I mean, what else is there to do about it? I mean, she's already doing it. I don't know, maybe that was his mindset. I guess that would make sense. And then he pretty much just says, hey, you guys want to join my resistance, which I'm starting? And they all say, yeah, okay. So then Beck goes back. So then Beck starts to talk to Tron, while, again, subtly bringing up Cyrus. Yeah, why he keeps on doing this subtly, I don't know. Why doesn't he just ask him straight up about it? There's really no point in it. Or he could just go up and talk to him saying, hey, I fell down a monolith. And also, there was this guy who said that he's gonna destroy everything. And he also had the Tron signal on his arms and said he was the first renegade. Is that true? I want to know. Like, why doesn't he just do that? He keeps on subtly bringing it up for no reason instead. Just ask him. I don't think that he's gonna have a tantrum or anything if you ask. And then we just see the Renegade, Moog, and Ratchet, oh, and also Mara, working on a plan to get into Tesla's ship to steal something. So, Moog, Ratchet, Rasket, I don't know.
It's pronounced Rasket.
Whatever, and Mara decide to distract the guards with their free code. Still don't get why they don't just call it graffiti, but yeah, apparently it's free code. We need to be specific about this. And Beck goes in, or the Renegade, sorry, I always try and call him the Renegade whenever he's wearing the costume. So the Renegade goes in to steal a cube. Okay, why does he need that cube? I mean, okay, they do sort of say, yeah, this has some of Tesla's information, but they don't know exactly what about. It could just be his favorite coffee recipe. You don't know. Maybe he would really want to protect that. I don't know. Why? Why steal a cube that you don't know what it has on it? I really don't get that. Like, hey, let's go steal this cube. What's on it? Some information about what? I don't know. Oh, okay. Parakeet all over that. So yeah. The Renegade is able to get this oh so important cube, but Moog and Rasket, yeah, I think I said it right, have plans of their own. And Mara just sort of stands idly by, as apparently there's nothing that she can do about it, even though she has an identity disc, which can also be used for fighting. Yeah, clearly, she's unequipped for this. And pretty much their plan is to get inside and graffiti or free sell, I don't care, Tesla's ship. Why? Because they're idiots. And pretty much the Renegade gets back and decides, hey, yeah, well, where are the other two? Oh yeah, they left. They're gonna go graffiti or free sell, we don't really know, Tesla's ship. That seems like a very dangerous idea. Let's go in and save them. Oh, not without me. Okay, so they both go in and they're gonna go save these two, who have now finished their project of graffitiing a ship. But it turns out that, yeah, this might not have been the smartest decision. I know, that's shocking, but bear with me here. They get captured by Pavel, who I just now found out, really, I just now found this out last night, is voiced by Paul Rubens. I don't know how I didn't notice that before, but apparently he's been voiced by Paul Rubens this whole time. I've just been oblivious to it. But yeah, Pavel comes in and captures them, and is kind of disappointed that they're not the renegade, but decides, hey, well, I can still torture them anyway. So he takes them down to a room where there are a ton of de-res programs on the ground. They're walking on human body parts. Wow. That's dark. So then we see that apparently there's this machine that one guy was strapped to and was then turned to stone and easily crushed. It's got dark. And they're going, and now Pavel's going to strap the two of them to this machine, which I guess extracts code or something. And pretty much, that's exactly what starts to happen. He starts questioning them on the Renegade, and they don't answer because they don't really have any clue about him all that much. All I know is that they were helping him steal a box, and pretty much their hands start turning to stone because reasons. And also, Pavel found out that they were artists, so they work with their hands, so that's gotta be the first thing to go. So, yeah, I guess that makes sense when I think about it. And the Renegade, and then, of course, the Renegade and Mora come in to save them. But now the Renegade has to fight Paige in her second cameo of the episode. And yeah, they fight for a little bit as Moog, Rasket, and Mara try and get out. But of course, Moog and Rasket don't really like being chased by guards. And also almost killed and losing their hand. I guess that makes sense. So they keep on trying to get a way out, and Mara pretty much just keeps on saving them. And I wonder who's the most competent one out of these three. And then, of course, they eventually do get out. And Rasket and Moog do finally realize what the Renegade is fighting for is so that nothing else bad, like losing a part of your hand from getting code sucked out of it, I guess. I don't know. They never explain how that machine works. I'm just guessing that it extracts code. And apparently that's the only thing that can happen to programs in Argon. And now they understand what he's fighting for, and they also realize that they're not really quite the material for him. So they decide to leave to a different city, I guess. I mean, come on, one of the head of Tesla's guards has now seen their faces. They gotta move now. Where they're going to, I don't know, but I do like that this actually did confirm that there are other cities in this whole entire grid. Because I was starting to think that it was just Argon. Because that's all that they seem to be in. Like, if they're going anywhere or if they drive off the road, then it's just like desolate nothing. Except for Tron's hideout. So yeah, there's like nothing outside of that. So I was beginning to wonder if there was even anything else out there in the grid. But hey, it's nice to see that apparently there is. But Mara's still not done fighting, and she's willing to help out in the cause. But the Renegade shoots her down because he's also Beck and doesn't want to see his friend get hurt, I guess. Even though she was the most confident one and showed that she could take care of herself. But I guess that would just make too much sense to actually keep her on, seeing as she'd be helpful. And Beck and Tron decide to talk about this. And they pretty much decide, well, when Beck's ready for it, then we'll let Mara back in. And that totally happens. I'm addressing the last episode for those who don't know. So yeah, then the episode ends, and I gotta say, this episode's okay. Now, one thing I do really like about this episode is the animation in it, which is great. I really do love how technical they got with this. the way they made graffiti look was awesome. It's pretty much just code going everywhere, and it just looks really awesome. And it also does sort of have the substance of paint, but you can also tell that it's code. So, yeah, I find that's kind of neat. Though I do feel bad for any guard that has to get rid of it, because they have to take it off 1 pixel at a time. And it gets everywhere. So, yeah, I feel kind of bad for these guys. But, yeah, the animation in this one is awesome. And I also do love the gloves that they use to be able to paint with free code. I love those gloves. They look very metallic, and it just looks really awesome. So pretty much most of the animation in this episode felt very stepped up, or at least it felt very stylized, and it looked really great. I gotta say, it looked really amazing. But outside of that, there's not really too much to this episode, outside of we get to see how far Mara would go with the Tron Lives cause. And yeah, I guess if you want to see that, then yeah, this episode's worth a watch. But outside of that, I don't really think that you have to see it. It's not one of the really essential episodes. Unless if you want the final episode to have more of an impact, in which case then yeah, go watch this one. It'll be pretty useful. But if you don't really want that and you just kind of want to watch the show and stuff, yeah, this is an episode that you can skip, even though it does have some pretty cool moments in it. But yeah, if you don't really want to see that, then yeah, you can skip it. I mean, not too many essential things happen in it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. I think it was okay. And the next one will be State of Mind. Now, one thing I want to bring up, I don't know exactly when I'm going to be talking about that episode, because on July 12th is when Star vs. Evil comes back out, and I wanted to talk about that. But then there's the issue of on July 12th is going to be the day that I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks. So I don't know if I'll be able to talk about that, and then once I get back, of course I'm going to be talking about that episode, and maybe another one if another one came out. So yeah, I might have to be doing that instead, so I don't really know when I'll get to the episode State of Mind, but I will try. Also, I found this episode online! 3 of the episodes are online now, only 2 of them that I need, but hey, 3 of them are online! Granted, episode 15 is not online, but you know what? I remember episode 15 pretty well, so that's good. So yay, I can watch a few more episodes online! Woo! So yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye.